Good morning and welcome to my channel. I want to thank you for stopping by and hanging out. Today is part 3 and the final flip through of the little mushroom booklet. I started making, it was a friend request, and I used my daughter's mushroom, the junk journal kit, and then she has a folio kit. I didn't pull that out. Let me see. I've got my overhead light on because it's really storming outside. We could lose power, so I'm gonna make this a quick video. See if I can find the cover, because I used both stuff from both kits. Here it is. Okay, she has a folio and ephemera mushroom, and then she has the junk journal kit. So I used items from both to make this, and I used Gal Augustinelli's instructions on an accordion booklet. Her finished was 4x6. I made mine 4x8. So I really like the tall skinny. On my next one, I will probably make it taller. So we'll see. But I'll put all the links in the description. So here's the front, and I actually used her cover photo for this. And I just used random scrapbook paper. You can go back to part 1 to see that. And I glued it to heavy cardstock and then just die cut it out using my Stack Decal die cut. And I like that. I did put some trim on the edge here. I really like that. I sewed all the way around before I glued the spine, and I believe that was in part 2. On the inside here, I used her library pocket and card here. I just printed her background pages and then realized after she has a front and back to her library card, so I kind of messed that up. Sorry, Heather. And I'm not sure if I said that this is my daughter's kit, WoodlandSilver. And if you haven't figured it out by now, I am on her design team. So I've been busy. So I cut her pocket out, and then I put a little trim there using the crochet die set from Sizzix. I love this set. You can use it for a lot of things. The label, I did use one of the vintage labels from the Sizzix here. And then this was a fussy cut in the kit, and I cut that out and glued that on. The scrap that I used from here to make this label was the top part I cut off here, so I utilized that. I had some scrap cardstock or scrapbook paper there, and I die cut another one of these labels. I love this label set because it has an embossed edge around the outside. I have this little die set. Let me see if it's right here. It might be in my little bin here of scraps. Yep. It's Cottage Cuts and Mushrooms Mini. If you can find it, I'll put the number in the description. Let's see if I have it here. It's really bad. CC Mini 147. But I'll put it in the description. I'm just afraid a tree's going to fall down or the power's going out. Okay. I used her background pages to make the signatures. It's kind of what I call 3 signatures. If you go back to part 1 and part 2, you'll see how these come together and how I glued this one in. I had a little trouble with this one because I wanted to decorate things in it, but I already had it glued in on part 2 so that I could show you how I do that. I put the pages together, and then I sew on my sewing machine down the center. So I already had that in there, and I didn't print a background on there. So I just added green painter's paper to the background pages of front and back of here. Then here I took one of the images and made it into a pocket here. So I'll make a tall tag to go in here. This is that dotted composition notebook paper. I love that for writing. I want to do some stamping on here. I do have, I think it's the Stampers Anonymous Tim Holtz, the mushroom set, stamp set, stencil and stamp. So I'm going to do some stamping. I took one of her file folder pockets here and made a pocket here. And then I added some trim here. This is another border die this one's by Spellbinders. This is a really good one. You can cut as wide as you want. It's like an edge border. So I really like that set. This is a really nice set to have. So I did that. So that was the first signature, and I could have put like one more page in there. I kind of have it figured out for bulk, like 4 full pages folded in half. This is the second signature. Again, I used one of her background pages and then just fold it in half. Let's see what the back is. The back's here. I think this is the front and this is the back. I wanted this on the front, so I just cut it in half and then put it back together. So I did that. And then this is in her kit background, some more dotted paper. This is in her kit as well for background pages. And then this is the little waterfall flip up that's in the Folio and Ephemera kit. So I did that there, and I put background pages on the back so you could write there as well. So there's nice little places to put notes under there. And then I took one of the images here and made a pocket here. Oh. And I just put a little trim there. The trim, I use the scraps from the cover here. I just glued it to some 65-pound cardstock and then die cut it out. I did that for here. Then it kind of all goes together. So I did that there. So I like that. So I'll put either a little tall tag in there or a little folded writing paper in there. So that's the other side of that. And then some more writing page here. There's 2 here. So there's quite a bit of writing space in here. So I'll be able to do some stamping, and I'll add more pockets because there's a lot in both kits. You could really do a lot. On the 2 front signatures, I only glued the front part here because I want movement here. Same with the second signature. On the back one, I ended up gluing this back piece down, and I can show you on my Purple Poppy where I wasn't sure what to do. Here, I left that open. I will glue that down because that just completes that. So I will glue that down. But the other ones, I left them free flowing. So there's that. So I glued that down, and that made it a hole. So this one here, I haven't done much. I need to do something here. I just printed my tea stain paper on the back side of her background page. And I didn't quite get the borderless. I haven't figured that out yet. So I will put something here or make a big tall pocket here or something. And then this is her background pages here for writing. And then This one here I put on the back side of this writing page, I just put the brown painter's paper. So I just wanted a little bit of extra different interest there. So I will probably put pockets on these, make them out of her kit. That way they'll look good in the background. Excuse me. That's the back side of there. So there's plenty of writing space in here. Really like that. And then this here, I made a little pocket here, see-through pocket using her mushroom fussy cut. I glued the mushroom, just kind of rough cut it out, glued it to some cardstock, and then cut it out. These background pieces were pieces left over from another project I made, and I remembered that I had them and they're kind of the same color, so I just took 2 of them. Just figured out how big I wanted my pocket and just glued them onto 45-pound tracing paper, and then glued my mushroom on top of that. I did sew all the way around here. I kind of messed up. I had to put new thread in, and I forgot to reset my stitch length. So my stitch length is like a 2-point something, so it's really tight. I really wanted the nice stitch around there, but that's okay. I did glue this down because it's tracing paper with really thin double-sided tape. This here, I think it might be an 1/8, I'm not sure, but it's the small one. So I did that. So I really like how that turned out. So I'm not totally finished with it. There's still more to do, but I wanted to be able to share it of what you can do, and there's so much more that could be done. I still have quite a bit of pieces, parts, pages, because of the oh, this was where was that? This one here, this was a coin envelope, and I just turned it into a pocket. I really love that image, and so that's what I did there. So I still have, you know, pieces to use on pages, backgrounds. There's a lot of pockets, fussy cut. I've got tabs. I've got tags to cut out. So labels. So I still have quite a bit of stuff to use here. So I love that. I couldn't fit one more page in there, but I could still use this somewhere on there. I just might do that. Cut that out. Yeah. All right. So that's my flip through and my final on this. And off camera, I'll work more on it, do some stamping and fill the pockets, because I really love how this turned out. I really love the colors. I love how everything goes together. So it's great. They're both great kits. All right. And it's the first time for me using like a black digital with a lot of black in it. So I'm trying to challenge myself. So there you have it. The mushroom kits, the junk journal kit, and then the file folder and ephemera kit. I use both of those in here, and that's my daughter Heather over at WoodlandSilver. I'll put all the links in the description. Take care. Have a fabulous day. Bye.